will start from just how I start. So I just usually connect to the web page of OpenOnDemand. From there, I can select a bunch of options, what I want to learn. So we have a cluster desktop, which is just a generic desktop with no pre-installed application. I will demo NeuroDesk, which contain a lot of already a pre-installed application. And you can also start some Jupyter Lab notebook and also directly connect to a terminal if you need it. So when I'm doing that, I can pre-configure a cluster. So this is something like that, where I choose which cluster I want to run. So the cluster can contain or not some GPU, depending of each node will contain different kind of number of CPU, etc. So I can configure that, configure how many cores I want, how much memory, etc. And then I press launch, and then I'm on queue, like here. And then when it's ready, I can just click here to connect. So I already did it because it can take sometimes, but here it was quite fast. And I end up to the desktop application, for example. And then from here, I have a menu here. And then if I go to NeuroDesk, a bunch of applications are installed for a large variety of applications for cryo-EM, for anything. So here I started the Ilastik application that starts here. And so technically what happens is that Ilastik, for those who know, has been embedded into a container, specifically a singularity container that is pulled from a repository that is a local repository at the HPC, downloaded to the virtual machine, and then it starts automatically Ilastik. So when I click, I wait a few seconds, and then I have the interface like that. So now I can open a project, and I can start to use Ilastik as if I was using it on a normal desktop. So yeah, if I'm here, maybe I should maximize a bit. So my screen is pretty small because I'm on my laptop. So the interface is a bit crap. Yeah, so but I can, for example, select yeah, a label here, start to draw like that, and then start the live update to see if everything is fine. So it's really like you're on your desktop. And it's very simple because yeah, through the menu, I have access to all applications that are already available from this NeuroDesk. Sometimes everything is not available. So in case I don't want to wait for the IT of the HPC to add an additional modules, I can grab a Singularity container myself and then copy it on the cluster. Sometimes you have to tweak it a bit to make sure it's working. But in that case, I used an Apari container that was available from EMBL. And so if I just run it with this full command line, but just one time, so this is the name of the Singularity container, and this is the name of the command. So here I will be able to start Apari with DevBio installed, so a plugin that has been developed to do to run some pipeline easily with some interface on Apari. So I can, let's say, open a sample image here. Oops. The typical one for Apari, a 3D image. And then going to the tools, I can run the assistant developed by Robert Hassel. And then, for example, I can start processing, like I could, for example, do some remove noise, which run like a simple filters, and then visualize the results here. And the viewer is fully working. So let's say I can visualize in 3D data set, for example, and it's really working. And so that's really great because imagine now you have data sets super large of when you need a lot of capacity. I just need to book via OpenOnDemand a desktop with a huge amount, a larger amount of memory, like 200 gigs, and then I will be able to open it with Apari, for example, with no problem. And finally, I just wanted to show you one last thing is so for those who code a bit via Jupyter Notebook or use Jupyter Notebook in Mapari, so there is a specificity on OpenOnDemand that it's also possible to use packages of applications build, packages made with Easy Build. So Easy Build is a bit like packages on Linux that allow you to package library or software into one package that you can load directly and then use it. And the benefit of it is that there is a huge repository on GitHub of all those packages, and they are made in a compatible way. There is a lot of tests that are being done so that if you use a similar version number, which is, for example, here you can see GCC core 12.3 with a date. And so all those packages here are compatible between them. So I could install, for example, Cellpose plus Tardis plus Napari plus something else plus Elastik, for example, all guarantees that they will work together and then start to write some scripts and to have a huge workflow. So here I just picked the Stardist one. And then now I can run step by step my code on the Jupyter Notebook. And then, for example, segment with Stardist just by loading the Stardist library using Easy Build. So it's quite simple. I don't need to install a specific Conda environment or etc. It's directly working. So yeah, just to demo that it's really working.
Very
Live.
well.
That's live,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so the only things you need to do maybe is here. Yeah, you need to specify which module you want to load in order to be able to use this package in a Jupyter Lab notebook. So it's quite convenient instead of having to build a Conda environment, and it's a bit more complicated. It's much easier to do that. Yeah, that's it.